Hi friends, today I'm just going to start with sambar, which is a watery and salty dal or khatti dal, as you would say. So first, everything in South Indian cooking, we start with a bagar or a bagar. Okay, so the first process in the bagar is to add oil. So I'm going to be working on this pan. Yeah. So the first thing you do is you add the oil, and then we add rye and jeera. So you must be knowing what is rye and jeera. That is, rye is the cumin seed. So first thing is I'll be adding the rye. So the rye has to splutter. And then we add the jeera. So as you have seen, I've added rye and jeera to my sambar. So once these start spluttering, we have to add some curry leaves. So I've got some curry leaves which have been washed, and then add it to my bagar. So you can see that for today's sambar, I have prepared ingredients, and as I have given in my recipe, we have a medley of vegetables. It's your choice. Whatever you have in your fridge, you can use them in this way. So first thing is I have a medley of vegetables, like I've got onions, chilies, tomatoes, I have the coriander, I have brinjal, I have loki, and I have to add color, I have added capsicum. So it depends on you what you have decided to use. So you add your onion and chili. You can even cut your chili lengthwise. So you can give it a good stir. So you in have gone your onion and chilies. So you can add some vegetables, like I'm adding the brinjal now. Give it a stir. If you have chosen some hard vegetables like drumsticks or something, then also it's quite okay, because this dal is a very watery dal. So you can add water after sauteing vegetables, and you can get them to cook by adding some tamarind water. So don't worry about what sort of vegetables you use. Maybe you can use ordinary vegetables like potato, carrot, if you don't have any extraordinary vegetables. So this is a bottle ground, or lauki as we say it. So I keep stirring my vegetables, and I'm using this pan. And I stir them, and I give them all a good mix and a good stir, and I've also increased my flame because I need the vegetables to cook fast. So now I add the capsicum. So now we have vegetables with good color, and what is happening with these vegetables is that we are adding nutrition to our sambar, which is a very watery dal. So I have used tomatoes as well. So maybe you didn't cut tomatoes, but that's fine. Even if you don't cut tomatoes, you will get the sarnas from the tamarind water that I asked you to prepare. So you give it a good stir, and my vegetables are sizzling well because they have got the tomato in them. So if you find that sauteing the vegetables is not sufficient for the cooking process, then you can add your tamarind water to aid cooking. So you must have prepared the tamarind water like I have been asked you to prepare. Now we have got 2 cups of water, but it doesn't mean that you pour in 2 cups of water. It means that you add as much as required. So this is a watery dal. Like I told you, sambar is a watery dal. So even if you add a little bit of water, it does not matter. Okay, so you can have a consistency that you like, but traditionally it's a watery dal. So I will also add some just to aid the cooking process. Okay, so what we are going to do now is we are going to let these vegetables saute for a bit while we go on to the next procedure. That is, we will be cooking the potatoes. So I will move this to my next to my other flame, and we can add this ginger garlic paste also, because ginger garlic is very delicious with vegetables. So you can add a bit of ginger garlic and give it a nice stir. Okay. So as our vegetables cook, we will put it on another flame, and then we will start on our potato filling. So I'm moving this to another flame, and you can add as much tamarind water as you like, and you can keep these for sauteing. So the vegetables have to become tender and eatable. So I will take my next pan and we will go on to the potato filling. I will pack my first dish while the onions saute on another plate. So as you have seen, we have got a medley of vegetables here sizzling away. But what we have forgotten to do is we have forgotten to put the salt, and we have forgotten to put the turmeric powder. So we are going to add the salt now. I'm sure all of you are seasoned cooks. So I add 1 spoon for my vegetables. I add 1 spoon for my dal that is going to come. And then in South Indian cooking, we have to always add this yellow powder that is called the turmeric powder. And we can add quite a big spoon of it. There is no need to shy from it, because we have very few masalas here, and most of it is just onions, turmeric and salt. So we ought add onion, we add salt and turmeric. So I think that this needs a little bit of cooking. So I will just get back to my onions, which was the first dish. The vegetables, are they getting done? Yes, they are done now, because they're sticking to the pan. So what we will do is we will add our dal. Now our dal has been cooked in the pressure cooker like you would cook any dal. Yes. So I just add it to my vegetables. So add it to my vegetables, my dal, and as I told you previously, this dal is supposed to be very, very thin, the thin dal or a runny dal. Yeah. So what you can do is you can adjust the consistency by adding your tamarind water. But before we add the tamarind water, we have to add our secret ingredient, and our secret ingredient is the sambar. So the sambar, the first thing I'm using this git sambar, but you can use sambar of any company. So this is very spicy. So all I'm going to do is going to add about 1 tablespoon of sambar powder. Yes. So that's enough. So I have added my sambar powder. Now what I'm doing is I'm giving the dal a good stir. So after giving this good stir, now I need to adjust the consistency. Now the consistency here is like the ordinary dal we prepare at home. But since we need a watery consistency, I will add my tamarind water. You don't need to add the complete 2 cups. Just use your common sense. Just see how you can make this dal tangy. And tangy, this is a tangy, spicy dal with a lot of nutrients because we have put in a medley of vegetables. Yes. So this is very useful when you want to teach children how to eat vegetables. So that's our dal done. So never forget your coriander. This is the essence of Indian cooking. So we add our coriander in the end, and you can maybe keep the dal on slow flame just to make sure that it's cooked right. So I will just lower the heat and I will keep this on a low flame. But for now, our first dish is completed. And we will not add any lemon or anything because we have added a lot of tamarind in it. So it's already khatta or sour.